back going into the living room. Another light fixture. We bought this light fixture for $2. Notice there's on the top of it, there was like no detail. You can see the silver part on the top of it. That was missing, so that's actually a CD I put up there for detail. It looks cool, doesn't it? No one would know that's a CD. CDs are good for that. Right behind you, you can see the coat rack. So it's a nice coat rack. Keys painted it, swimming. And here's the staircase, the banister. We were going to leave it wood color and try and do the wood thing, but we just decided to go with white. White is clean and good. Yeah, so there's a little architectural detail there. Moving into the living room, this is the living room area. There's a ceiling fan. This thing was just butt ugly. I mean, it was so ugly. We were gonna rip it out, but we got out there and started cleaning it, and now look at it. Looks like $1 million, doesn't it? Okay, not $1 million. How about 100?
More than 100.
Yeah, more than 100. And notice this, the artwork that Keys did here. This is to close off the fireplace because we don't want to use the fireplace. More painting of the brick. This was a little area that was all messed up. We built this little shelf in here to just kind of hide it. Put an outlet in it, and then we put this on top just for detail. Another new window, 2 new windows actually there. And of course the carpet we put in, and we put a little bit of vinyl here right by the front door. The front door, by the way, is what came with the house. Look at that nice glass front door. It's beautiful. And Keys painted all this. She painted all this swimming on there by hand. No masking tape, just her eye and her finger. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go downstairs and see what we got. Because downstairs was, oh my God, that was something else. Here is the entryway to downstairs. Of course, we repainted all this and fixed. This wall was falling apart. We fixed it. It's not perfect. We put this light in. There wasn't a light here before. The stairs were falling down. So we actually used the materials from the stairs and made some new stringers and rebuilt the stairs using the pads. So, of course, then we painted them a cool color, so they look good. Yeah, come on downstairs, Keys. So as you come downstairs, you can see one of the things we did here is there were 2 electrical panels. It was all messed up. We took them out and we put in 1 electrical panel. One problem we had when we inspected it is the inspector said, hey, the service line coming into the house is too small for the panel. So we had to take and replace the line, that big, huge line. This one here, we had to replace that. Goes actually to the pole. So we had to replace that sucker. That was a little bit of a drama to get that fixed. Fighting with the electrical inspector to get him to pass it. But eventually we did through a little bit of shenanigans, let's call it. But everything's cool. So let's turn the light on. We put in the glass block and a little window in the middle of the glass block. That's cool, isn't it? Keys' design there. Very good. And then, of course, this basement was disgustingly gross and dirty. We cleaned that all, so now you can walk around here with your bare feet if you want. Water comes in because the walls, this house was built in 1896. This is the kind of hot walls they had for the foundation, and these walls seep water. You could do something about it. We didn't. Come on back. Oh, Keys, you don't need to come back here because if you don't want to. But one thing we're going to show you is we replaced the water heater over there. We built this little doorway in here to close off the coal chute that was there. So now that's closed off. And then back here, we braced up the kitchen floor because the kitchen floor had a little sag in it. So we braced it up. We did that. Notice the detail work that Keys did on the sink there. We put in a spigot to the outside of the house. We fixed a bunch of plumbing problems down here. We fixed the sewer problem that we actually, after being here about 2 months, we kept thinking, what the hell is that smell? We realized the sewer was open. They didn't even close it out. Anyway, we had to take all that sewer plumbing we had to take out and redo. So now it's redone. So there. So that's that. We fixed up all of the ductwork here. The ductwork is good now. It sealed it up. We put in new ducts. We insulated along on top of the fire, on top of the foundation, because that was super cold in winter, and that helped a lot to insulate the house. So that's the basement, and now we're going to go up to the second floor.